Hey Saberland, Dave with Electrum Sabercrafts here. And today we're going to go over a quick overview about how to add sound fonts to your Electrum Sabercrafts Diadium 3 Saber Core equipped Smart Saber. So the things you're going to need is a Windows PC, Linux, or Mac OS computer, an SD card reader to read the SD card inside the Saber, and of course the Saber with its SD card. A couple of things to note before you start loading sound effects onto your Saber is that we only support uniform bitrate sound fonts. So no mixed bit rates. For best experience, you should be using 44.1 kilohertz smooth swing sound fonts like the ones that we sell on electrumsabers.com. To start, you're going to want to remove the pommel. Make sure your Saber is in deep sleep by pushing the deep sleep switch towards the emitter. And then your SD card is right there. You can simply pinch it and pull it straight out to gain access to it. Put the Saber down, put it like that, and then insert it into your SD card reader and insert it into your computer to load the files. If I can find the port here, there it is. And now we can start loading sound fonts. Now that we have our SD card loaded into our computer, we're ready to start adding sound fonts. Before we do that, I just wanted to give a quick note about any of the sound fonts you might have previously ordered. With this new beta release of 2.84, we've moved on to supporting high definition premium sound fonts, meaning that they are all uniform 44.1 kilohertz bit rates, 16-bit wave sound fonts. So we've updated the sound fonts on our website as well to reflect this. You'll see the nice badge there that lets you know that they're smooth swing ready. If you've previously ordered a sound font from us and it's not yet in this list, don't worry, we're in the process of updating it. So if you don't yet have a 44.1 optimized sound font, you can actually grab one from the update page located under Info and Contact, and then Diadium 3 Saber Core updates. Going back to the SD card and sound font, when you get the sound fonts, they'll come in a zip folder with the folder contained inside. All you need to do is extract the contents of the zip folder onto the card, which you can do in Windows by simply double-clicking the zip folder and dragging and dropping the folder. You can also use a program like 7-Zip or WinZip to extract it as well, and on Mac OS and Linux the process is similar. The files are just extracting here. They'll take but a moment, and then we will be ready to take a quick look at the contents to double check and make sure that they're all good to go and match exactly what the Saber is expecting from your new sound font. When you have both folders on there, you'll notice that none of the folders has spaces or special characters. You want to make sure that your font folder names are only letters or numbers, no spaces, no underscores, nothing like that, and that there are no subfolders contained within the folder itself. The only thing that you want in there are the WAV files and that are also named with no spaces or anything like that. All of the fonts that come from us are going to be pre-configured and ready to go, but you can also put a CFX or even a Profi, whatever font on here as long as all of the files are within the same folder. It'll read L swings, H swings, or the Profi variants, no problem. Going back, Heart of the Guardian is the same way. So now we've got both of our fonts loaded. We're ready to eject the card, plug it back into our Saber, and load the fonts on. Now that we've loaded our sound fonts onto our SD card, we can remove the SD card from the computer, pop it out of the little SD card adapter there, and plug it back into the Saber. Make sure that the orientation is correct, like so. And then simply take the Saber out of deep sleep by toggling the deep sleep switch towards the speaker, and hold the center button to do a soft reset so that the Saber reloads the contents of the SD card into the Saber memory. We'll put the pommel on while it's booting. You can hear that it's already ready to go. Fire up the Saber. And now all of the sound fonts should be loaded into the Saber. So if we go into the Saber menu, Hold the button a little bit longer than that. Go to sound, and we can cycle. Kinetic's on there.
Heart of the Guardian.
And so is Heart of the Guardian. And now you're all good to go to play with your new sound fonts loaded on the Saber, or even set them to your user profiles. Thanks for watching, and if you guys need any other tutorial videos or overviews, you can find them at electrumsabers.com/resources.